You see, I can't believe I'm saying this right now because I never thought I would. But I don't use my Rode wireless mics as much anymore. I put the mic away, but you can still hear me. This audio is not coming from the Rode mic. Matter of fact, the Rode mic is not even turned on. That's because the mic I'm using is this tiny little mic here. It's so small you can't even see it. It's the Maono Wave T5. You see, the Maono Wave T5 is like Rode and Holy Land had a baby and they gave birth to this little guy right here. It is smaller. It sounds great. It's got more physical buttons than the Rode. It's cheaper than the Rode. What else? If you watch my channel, you know I don't really like talking about tech specs. So I'll just go ahead and tell you about my real life experience with this mic. Considering how minimal the packaging of tech products have been in recent years, it's very exciting to see such an affordable mic come with not only a nice box, a fancy case, loads of accessories in a carrying pouch, and paper manuals, even extra stickers. It comes with everything you would need and nothing you won't, like a charging case, USB-C charging cable, an extra receiver for your camera, a receiver for your iPhone, a USB-C receiver, 2 transmitters, magnetic clips, dead cats, aux cables. Although you could get a smaller package for less money, the Maono Wave T5 wireless mic combo version comes with all of these things, and I think it's very good value for money. The carrying case is as functional as you would expect it to be. It houses the charging case, the dead cats, the extra magnetic clips, 2 of the receivers, actually 3 because there's one in the charging case. There's a pocket on the top where you can tuck in all the cables you might need to carry with you. It's just a nice looking portable case. Fits into my backpack, my everyday backpack 30 liter, or my sling, or even my messenger. And talking about the magnetic clips, there's 2 options. You could either use the one that's like a clip or one that's just a tiny little magnet that you put on your clothes and conceal the mic if you really want to. That's what I'm using right now. So I can put the mic inside of my t-shirt and put the clip out on top. So it just looks like a simple little button. This is my preferred way of setting this mic up. I typically don't put the big side out front. I put the big side inside, and I'm outdoors right now, so it might get windy. Instead of using the dead cat outside where you can see it, I let my t-shirt do the filtering. Although this is not really the way you might want to use it, depending on your use case, but this works for me. It's very clean. The audio is still very good. It's closer to my chest, lower away from my mouth, so it records the audio with more depth than if even putting it like close to my mouth like this. I prefer the way it sounds when I conceal the mic this way. But if you still need a dead cat, if you want to use the microphone on top of your t-shirt, or you want to hold it in your hands and you need a dead cat, there is a dead cat available for it, and it's very functional too. You just cover the microphone with it, and it's got elastic bands and 4 on the outside. Looks kind of funny, but it works. There's an included USB-C cable in case you want to connect to your computer via USB-C, or connect to your smartphone and configure the microphone using the mobile app. There is a Maono Link app. See, this part of the video is what I think is the most important part of any microphone video. So like I said before, this audio you're hearing is from the Maono Wave T5 wireless microphone. It's in my t-shirt right now. If I decide to take it out and put the mic in front, this is what most people do, and this is what it would sound like. So now you can physically see the mic. It's visible now. I'm making sure that the mic is pointed upwards. This is what it sounds like. I'm going to switch right now to my shotgun microphone, the Sennheiser MKE400. Now what you're hearing is a Sennheiser MKE400. It's an on-camera microphone. I use it sometimes when I'm recording people in, you know, run and gun situations, if it's like BTS type stuff, or I'm just recording a group of people, so I know wherever direction I point, the audio comes in. This is what it would sound like from this distance. I'm not too far away from the camera. I can touch the lens right now. Yeah, it's a 25mm lens, the Sony 16-25. I'm on the 25 side right now, so I'm very close to the camera. This is a shotgun mic. If I go farther back, I'm still in front of the camera. Can you still hear me? Hey. So on the microphone, the volume is at max, and on the camera, the volume is at 5% volume on the camera. So can you still hear me with the Sennheiser moving away? If you can, I'm sure you can. And you know what it sounds like. So Sennheiser, I'm going to go back to Maono Wave T5. This is Maono Wave T5 again. The only thing I'm going to do in post-production is just compress and cut off the lows just like I would in every YouTube video, and it's not going to be different settings or different mixes for all the microphones. It's going to be the same thing, so you can tell what difference you can feel. So now back, this is the Maono Wave, right? I'm going to switch to the Rode Wireless Me so you can hear the difference and see which one was your favorite. So this is the Rode Wireless Me. I put it on my jacket the same distance as the Maono Wave that you heard before. It's got a dead cat on. I could take the dead cat off just for the purpose of this, so you hear it without the dead cat. The volume is still the same on the camera, and on the mic, if I'm not wrong from the settings, it's maxed out. But yeah, it's not about loudness, it's about the quality of audio, what it sounds like. Does it sound clean? I'm gonna put the dead cat back on. Dead cat is back on now. So when it comes to things like distance, the Rode has always performed really well. So I'm just gonna keep looking at the camera and keep walking back. How far can I walk back? I'm saying something. I hope you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know. Anyways, this is unrealistic. I don't see myself in a scenario where I'll be recording and talking to the camera and being so far away from the mic. At this point, I'm just going to turn my back on the camera. When I turn my back on the camera, did you still hear me? Could you still hear what I was saying? I'm so far away from the camera right now. This is unrealistic. I would never do this. And this is the Rode. So, yo, I'm tired. I'm going to stop here and come back to the microphone. In case you had stopped hearing me, can you still hear me? Hey, 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 listen, I'm back to the distance that I would normally be on a microphone recording the YouTube videos. How was that performance? I'm going to switch back to the Maono Wave T5 now and go back to the same distance, and you see if it still sounds good, if it's breaking out. I don't even know what the results is going to be like right now until I go back to edit it. So we're back to the Maono Wave T5 now. Tech specs says it covers up to 300 meters. I really don't know what that is in real life, 300 meters. I don't know how far that is supposed to be, but I'm just going to do the realistic thing, right? And walk back and you see what it's like, if you can still hear me. So I'm just going straight back, as I would not. I'm far away from the camera right now to a point where I know I would most likely never have to be this far away from the camera. And this was the position where I stood the other time and I turned my back on the camera like this. Can you still hear me turning the back against the camera like this and coming back again facing the camera? Did it break up? 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 Is this still working? Is this still working? This is so silly. I walked so far away from my camera. It is so silly, and this is the point I stopped with the Rode microphone. What is it like? Is it breaking transmission? Does it still sound all right? I've said it many times, I would never do this. But for those of you that want to see it, there you go. I'll just keep running back and you see if you can hear the things I was saying, or if it broke, or if it's reconnecting, whatever. I'm coming. I'm here. Yo, my fitness is so terrible, bro. I'm running out of breath just for doing that little jog. Well, I don't know if it disconnected. I hope it didn't, because if it did, it has reconnected now. I can see the signal on the screen again. Anyways, that was distance and sound comparison test. So now I'm gonna tell you about the things that I like and the things that I don't like about this microphone. I'm gonna have to go super wide on this one. Yo, first thing about this mic that I absolutely love is the battery life. This mic, the transmitters, the two transmitters and the one receiver go into the charging case, just like the DJI Mic 2s or the Rode Wireless Pro system. So you charge the charging case, and when you put the transmitters into the case, it charges them What I'm trying to say is I have never experienced this transmitters going low. When I've gone out for shoots, it's always just been alive the whole time. And ever since I had this, it's been a few months now since Maono sent me this microphone to test and make a review. They didn't pay me for this. This is not a bias stuff. It's not sponsored, in case you thought I was paid for it. No, I'm not. I think I've only charged this like twice, and I've used it so much. I mean, it's very convenient. The only time I've used my Rode wireless mic ever since I had this mic was when I needed to use a lavalier. So I put the transmitter of the Rode in someone's pocket and I sent the lav under the t-shirt. And you know what I'm saying? Something discreet, because I couldn't use the Maono underneath. There was nothing to conceal it under. So I used the lav. And that was the only time that I didn't use this. Every other time I've used this, the battery life is great. The battery is not going to be something that you worry about having to charge. Matter of fact, you will forget it should be charged. The transmitters look very decent. I don't think the receiver looks particularly handsome or beautiful or cute. I think the receiver looks a little questionable. I don't know if you can see this, but yo, look at this. This is the receiver. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it works, does its job. It's got a volume knob here, so you can go plus plus or minus minus. It does its job, but it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing to look at. But then again, it's an audio solution. You're not here for the looks, right? You're here for the audio and the sound, and it does the job. So yeah, would I pick other receivers over this? Probably yes. But does it work? Also yes. The transmitters are beautiful. They're small. They're round. As small as anything you would find on the market. It's like the Holy Land, like I said before. And guess what? They've got stickers. So if you don't like the default black surface that says Maono on there, you could just slap a black sticker on it, and you're more discreet than anything. You know what I'm saying? You could put a tape on it and just paint it black. But size-wise, it's very nice. And one other thing about the microphone that is really nice is that on the receiver, there's a button for you to switch from mono to stereo. Because I record most of these videos by myself, it's on mono pretty much all the time. If you're recording two people at the same time with two transmitters, you could make it, you might want to make it stereo. So you record one track to the left and one track to the right. When you go to post-production, you can split that and make each track mono. So you have the audio files from the two subjects that you recorded separately, and you can mix it separately and not have to deal with two people talking into the same channel. If you do audio, you know what I mean. If you make videos, you know what I'm trying to say. So also the price, it costs £120 for the combo version. If it goes on sale, it's going to be cheaper. £120, and I'm getting all these things. I'm getting a receiver for an iPhone with a lightning connector. I'm getting a USB-C. I'm getting one for my camera. I think it's a no-brainer. Another thing about this microphone that I am not sure if I like it or if I don't like it is just something that it has, I have to mention. It's got AI noise reduction. It's a very big feature. It's talked about like on the case, and it's there, right? But I am not really one to use the AI noise reduction. I do my noise reduction in post-production in DaVinci Resolve Studio. I could either use the Resolve tools or use Isotope RX tools. Well, if you need it, it's there. Right now I'm speaking without the noise reduction, and there's a button on the side. If I click on that button right now, the LED on the microphone is going to move from being blue to green. I just did. So now I'm in noise reduction mode. This is noise reduction mode. There's cars passing by. I'm not sure if you could hear the cars before or if you can hear the cars now. But in my opinion, the AI noise reduction kind of makes my voice sound a little weird, and I don't quite enjoy it. So I can press it again and get out of noise reduction mode. It's blue again now. This is the regular way I record. This is what I recommend you to record with. I think the AI noise reduction thing is just if you really need it. If you think you're in a lousy place and you're not sure what you're going to do in post, or if you're not the one editing it, then you should, I mean, try it out and see what the results are. I don't use the AI noise reduction. I do it in post. And there's another button. If I press this button, the mic goes mute, right? And the LED turns red. For a second there, it was red. I was saying something, but you couldn't hear me. That's because the mic was muted. If I mute it again now, and I come back on. So yeah, that's that. And there's probably something I didn't tell you. Maono says this is the best-selling microphone in the world. The best-selling wireless microphone in the world. And I think it's true, because why not? The quality is good, the price is good, the performance is good, the packaging is nice, so why not? I looked at the case and it says the same thing. On Amazon, Amazon says the same thing. It's selling really well. So if you were looking for a wireless mic to start your content creation in 2026, you should definitely look at this first. If you're doing pro work, then maybe get this one and then get something else you can use a lav with. But this, I do pro work with this. If I need to laugh someone up, I'm putting this on, straight up, record. I'm Gucci, I'm out of there. So anyways, it was good to have you here, talk to you about this mic. I had to just come out here. It's the 26th of December right now, and it's cold as hell. I'm in Reading, England. I had to come to this little park. You know, it's not even a park, it's just like someplace at the back of someone's house to record this. And yeah, I'm done now. I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye.